Picture this: two monks, a muddy road, and a beautiful woman. What happens next will challenge your perceptions of kindness, attachment, and the true meaning of spiritual practice. Long ago in Japan, two Buddhist monks, Tanzan and Ekido, were traveling together down a muddy road. The rain had been pouring for days, turning the dirt path into a treacherous mess of slippery mud and deep puddles. As they approached a bend in the road, they came upon a lovely young woman dressed in a silk kimono. She stood hesitantly at the edge of a large muddy puddle, clearly distressed about how to cross without ruining her beautiful clothes. Without a moment's hesitation, Tanzan stepped forward. "Come on, I'll help you across," he said, scooping the woman up in his arms. He carried her safely through the mud and gently set her down on the other side. Ekido was shocked. Monks were forbidden to touch women, let alone carry them in their arms. Yet he said nothing as they continued their journey. For the next several hours, the two monks walked in silence. Ekido's mind was racing, replaying the scene over and over. How could Tanzan have broken such an important precept? Didn't he understand the gravity of his actions? Finally, as the sun began to set and they neared their destination, Ekido could contain himself no longer. He burst out, "How could you do that? We monks are not supposed to go near females, especially not young and lovely ones. It is dangerous. Why did you do it?" Tanzan looked at his companion, a gentle smile playing on his lips. "I left the girl there," he said. "Are you still carrying her?" This simple yet profound story carries several important lessons. 1. Compassion in action. Tanzan's immediate response to help the woman demonstrates true compassion. He saw a person in need and acted without hesitation, showing that kindness should not be limited by rigid rules or societal expectations. 2. Attachment to rules versus spirit of the teaching. While Ekido was fixated on the letter of the law, Tanzan embodied its spirit. The precept against touching women was meant to help monks maintain their vows of celibacy and avoid temptation, not to prevent acts of kindness. 3. Mental burden of judgment. Ekido carried the weight of his judgment for hours, while Tanzan had let go of the incident immediately after helping the woman. This illustrates how holding on to judgments and criticisms can be a heavier burden than the actions themselves. 4. Present moment, awareness. Tanzan's ability to fully engage with the present moment, both in helping the woman and in moving on afterwards, contrasts sharply with Ekido's mental preoccupation with the past. 5. Non-attachment. The story beautifully illustrates the Buddhist concept of non-attachment. Tanzan helped the woman without becoming attached to the act or its consequences, while Ekido became deeply attached to his interpretation of the rules. 6. Wisdom in simplicity. Tanzan's response to Ekido's question is a masterpiece of simplicity and wisdom. In just a few words, he cuts through Ekido's mental turmoil and exposes the root of the problem. Application to modern life. While this story is set in ancient Japan, its lessons are remarkably relevant to our modern lives. 1. Balancing rules and compassion. In our personal and professional lives, we often face situations where strict adherence to rules might conflict with acts of kindness or common sense. This story encourages us to consider the spirit behind rules and guidelines rather than blindly following them. 2. Mental clutter. Like Ekido, we often carry unnecessary mental burdens, replaying past events, worrying about others' actions, or holding on to judgments. This story reminds us to periodically check in with ourselves and ask, what am I still carrying that I could put down? 3. Mindfulness and present moment. In our fast-paced, technology-driven world, it's easy to get caught up in thoughts about the past or future. Tanzan's ability to be fully present, both in helping the woman and in moving on afterwards, is a powerful reminder of the value of mindfulness. 4. Compassion in daily life. The story encourages us to look for opportunities to show kindness in our daily lives, even if it means stepping out of our comfort zones or breaking social norms. 5. Non-judgmental attitude. Ekido's quick judgment of Tanzan's actions and his prolonged mental distress over it mirror our own tendencies to judge others harshly. This story invites us to cultivate a more open, non-judgmental attitude towards others' actions. 6. Letting go. Perhaps the most powerful lesson for modern life is the art of letting go. In a world that often encourages us to hold on to grudges, judgments, and past events, Tanzan's ability to help and then immediately let go is truly inspirational. 7. Effective communication. Tanzan's concise and pointed response to Ekido is a masterclass in effective communication. In a world of information overload, the ability to convey profound truths simply and directly is invaluable. 8. Challenging assumptions. This story encourages us to question our assumptions and preconceived notions. Just as Ekido's understanding of the monastic rules was challenged, we too might benefit from examining our own beliefs and biases. 9. Emotional intelligence. Tanzan's actions demonstrate high emotional intelligence. He recognized the woman's distress, acted to help, and then moved on without dwelling on his actions. This emotional awareness and regulation is a crucial skill in our interpersonal relationships and professional lives. 10. Practical wisdom. The story illustrates the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Ekido had knowledge of the rules, but Tanzan demonstrated practical wisdom in applying those rules to real-life situations. As we navigate our complex modern world, the simple wisdom of Muddy Road offers a compass. It reminds us to act with compassion, to let go of unnecessary mental burdens, to be fully present in each moment, and to seek the spirit of wisdom behind rules and conventions. The next time you find yourself caught in a muddy road situation, torn between rules and compassion, or carrying the weight of judgments and past events, remember Tanzan and Ekido. Ask yourself, am I helping someone across, or am I still carrying them? By cultivating this mindset, we can navigate life's muddy roads with grace, compassion, and inner peace. We can learn to help when help is needed and to let go when the moment has passed. In doing so, we not only lighten our own mental load, but also contribute to a kinder, more understanding world. As we conclude our journey down this muddy road, we invite you to reflect on your own life. What unnecessary burdens are you carrying? How can you cultivate more compassion and presence in your daily interactions? Remember, true wisdom often lies not in rigid adherence to rules, but in the ability to act with kindness and then let go. May this ancient story guide you on your path to a more awakened mind. If you found value in this story, please like, share, and subscribe to Awakened Mind for more insights from ancient wisdom that can transform your modern life. Until next time, may your journey be filled with compassion, wisdom, and the courage to help others across life's muddy roads